Hi, I'm Tree and this is Stitchless TV. So I'm filming from my mum's house today and I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what I've been up to, which isn't all necessarily creative. I am aware that it's really rude to wear glasses, but I look so rough. There is no way that you're going to look at me without these glasses on. So we're in my mum's front room. And what have I been up to? Well, not much and a lot, really, because as I told you in a previous video where my mum showed us how to make these giant Iceland poppies, I think they're called, which was day one of lockdown for her, I've sort of been shielding her. But 2 weeks ago she had an operation on her broken leg, or broken thing in her leg. So now I'm looking after her. So that's why you've not really seen or heard much from me. But I thought in this video, you can help me decide what fabric to use for my next sewing project, which will be a pontoon tier dress. And at the end of the video, we can have a look through some of my vintage mags, because I've decided to focus on 2008, I think it is, and it is amazing how many things are completely the same. So the way that it is for me when I'm at my mum's is that I do all the caring for her downstairs here. Upstairs, I just stash all my stuff in anticipation of having 5 minutes to do a bit of something creative. So I might just show you kind of my mess, because it's kind of like my head at the moment. Before we go, can I just show you some trousers? And I'm thinking of doing a pattern of. Can you see those? So I think I was channeling my inner Lou David and Heather. So it's broken up into lots of sections. It's got a very dropped crotch and a wrap front. Can you see that? And then there are like weird inseam pocket things. Anyway, do you think I should make a pattern of that? There might be quite a few questions actually in this video. Right, let's have a look at my mess upstairs. This is like my in anticipation of, I don't know, getting 2 or 3 hours to myself, which hasn't happened yet. So this is my royal dress form in there. In here is a big roll, I don't know if you can see, of calico and pattern cutting paper, because I'm supposed to be making some new patterns, because you must be getting so bored of these. This is some stock. I've got stock in here of sculptural bucket coats and pontoon tier dresses. These are loads of patterns that I've tested, and I have to get them digitalised. This is my really expensive kit of vitamins and cleansing things, because oh my goodness, I've put on so much weight in lockdown. My lovely shopper bag and Japanese tote bag for when I go out, which I'm not allowed to do because we're isolating. These are a couple of outfits. It's a black pontoon tier dress that you can't see, and my own refashioned. Do you remember this actually? Look, can you see that? If I go that way, like that. Do you remember this dress? The Marimekko raglan sleeve dress. I added a frill onto it and a kind of circle skirt. Right, let's go back downstairs because I need your opinion on something. So my mum's given me this lovely tablecloth from Italy. Look, it says pretty there. and she said it's about 40 years old. So I want to show you a version of the pontoon tear dress where you use 2 backs, because if you don't like the V, then it works really well. You do need to go a size up. So I was either going to do it in this, and I was going to cut the upper part kind of on the cross, and then have like 2 tiers, but I can't decide. But it would kind of look like this, or should I do it in this? Can you see that? That fabric, it's got bunny rabbits and birds on. I don't know. So this is for a pontoon tear dress, but instead of having the V kind of placket front, we use 2 backs. One's cut to a fold, one has a centimetre seam allowance, and then you do a facing, and then you just let it open to there. Can you see that? Anyway, I would demonstrate that. So tell me which one you think. Right, should we go in the garden? Because we can look at some magazines. So before we look at the magazines, I've just got to put a washing out. So I really do have so many vintage magazines, and I can do like some vintage magazine flick through videos if you think people might be interested. Anyway, I'm not sure how much fashions have moved on. So these magazines don't exist anymore, but they're so fantastic. So we'll do a quick flick through now. But when I was looking through them before, obviously I can't see it now, there were a lot of styles that I'm seeing today, like that whole Burberry Mac looking thing. Loads of kind of frilly, all the kind of frilly embellishment thing. I am working on some more sewing patterns. Well, I'm not working on them, but I'm working on them in my head, in the kind of fantasy world. But I just need the time. See, look at these. That could be from today, couldn't it? Who's that? Oh, that's Dolce & Gabbana. They're always really frilly. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I really will see you again soon. But tell me, which fabric should I use for that pontoon tear dress? See you again soon. Bye. When my mum came back from hospital, I had this waiting for her. We received our award from YouTube, silver play button.